Welcome, welcome. We're waiting on Desi to join before we start. So, soon we'll start. I'm a little bit early. I have my hot tea because it's cold. And my book. Let's see. Hello. We will start soon, but tonight we will be discussing Dust. It is a book about a hard of hearing girl, deaf girl, and boy, and we'll discuss more as soon as the other host joins. But while we wait, you can comment, what are you reading right now? Hopefully you're reading the book club book, but I know I'm reading more than one at a time, so I'm curious, what are you reading? And this is the live for the DEAFinitely Readers book club. In our bios, there's the links there. You can join. We have a Discord. We're more active on Discord than on Fable, but we have both. And then also, we're working on a new website. Yeah. And there we'll have some like shirts that have DEAFinitely Readers, that kind of thing. And then right now, so I'm changing the website a little bit for the DEAFinitely Readers things to go on that website, but also we do have the Signs and Stories shop. It's signs and stories.shop that has things. Yay! Desi has joined. Okay. Hello. Happy Wednesday. I think I sent Hope an invite to join. My bad. Hello. Okay. And sorry, I was trying to swipe and see like who has joined and not, and I guess I clicked it. Yes, Happy New Year. Hopefully you're reading some good things, including Dust. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and a New Year too. Oh, my eyes itching a little bit. Okay. So, do you want to start with what you think, or okay, quick catch up. Okay. So, this is Dust by Alison Stine, who is the author. She's hearing. She's hearing. So we have two deaf characters, Thea and Ray. Thea is not really, she's not really known people who are deaf. She's not really in the world with and she is, with hearing. She doesn't tell people that she's deaf. Yeah, her dad, her parents are really like, keep quiet, don't tell people that you have hearing loss, keep quiet. Yeah, growing up. Did you notice that her dad knows about sign language? Did you notice that part? Okay, sorry. So he does not inform her about anything. So she has no idea about deaf culture, deaf community, sign language, nothing. And she struggles. And then Ray, who is deaf, who is a proud deaf pride, he is confident, he wears hearing aids, he speaks in signs, and she's just like, what? Jaw dropped. So it's really interesting character difference and seeing the different perspectives. Yeah. So far, I like the story. The story is about Thea's family has moved. New Mexico? Maybe Arizona? Is south. So she's from, yeah, it's very dry. It's very dry. And water is owned. Like, it's not free. Well, I mean, water's not free. You pay a water bill, right? But water is owned. And if you have water, normally you're rich. Like, when that comment or that part, I was like, what? Okay. It's not really say own. It said, well, water is not something you can, she missed the word, and they say not without money. But maybe it really means you have to pay for it. Because it did say something about like irrigation and irrigation. Yeah. Southern Colorado. Okay. And it said that the people who did not have access to the water, they had to leave the farms because they couldn't make it work, because they couldn't get the water, because they couldn't have enough money to like get some. So it was implied that it's owned. Like, it's not free. You can't easily access water. And like the drinks that they did was like hot tea, coffee, like Coke. It wasn't water to drink. Okay, I'm curious. How did you feel about the dad? I hated that character. I hate it. Yes, yes, same, same. So Heather said it well. He seems like fundamentalist. Yes, I thought the same. Like, we must move now because we're not safe. This area is flooded. We need to move where it is not. It's better safe for us and to be isolated family. So we move, and they are isolated. There is no school for her, nothing. They force them to work. It doesn't say that there's no school. The dad won't let them go to school. It is summertime. It is summertime. They said that it was summertime and that she was hoping that Louisa, her boss, doesn't recognize, like, she's wondering what her boss will think about her dad after the summer, because she's not going to go to school because her dad believes in schooling. And that's not the same thing as like homeschool, because it gives homeschool like a bad name. And I think Hope said that in the Discord chat too. Yeah. So I can't imagine leaving everything you know from Colorado or to Colorado, and it's very dry, it's a very dusty place. It always has dust storms and it keeps hitting and everything. So there's no rain, nothing. And they're trying to grow crops and oh, go ahead. Oh wait. So she is like seems like depressed and she's trying to figure out who she is. And her parents say, you must do this and this. And then when you finish, you go home, nothing else. You can't do anything else. Can't go to the library. Yeah. She has dreams that she wants to do. So, at the end of the comments on Discord for what I added or the start, like I had three things. Like one, I hate the dad. I hate the dad. Yeah, I said hate, not like. Two, I really feel like a connection to the character. So far I think she's very well written as a deaf character. Like they're showing like, like blanks, like where she misses things. They're like getting attention, and her experiences. So far I really like her character and Ray too. And then the third thing, I'm really curious about what is going on, like what is happening with the town with all the like dry dust storms. Because if you remember at the end of chapter 5, Thea's sister starts coughing. Or was it chapter 6? And it seems like that is like foreshadowing about something that will happen. Hopefully not. But it seems like, because it said, and then my sister started coughing. Because they all got in one room because of the bad like storm and like trying to keep safe because they had no power, nothing. And then we were in that room together, and then it said, my sister started coughing, and I'm like, oh shit. What's gonna happen next? Well, I'm hoping it's just like a short, she goes back to being healthy again. I don't know about that. Now I'm a little bit worried. Yeah. So I did like, and I think that Hope said it recently, that the older people in the town seem very like involved and very helpful for both Ray and Thea, like with their deaf and their hearing loss, like trying to learn some sign, like the librarian, he learned sign for Ray. Louisa, her boss. I like Louisa. Yeah, same. She like gets her attention. She taps her. Like she does the things that you need to do for a deaf and hard of hearing individual. So Hope said that she's thankful that the adults she seem to like care about Thea. And that's true. first when she started working there, and she still did not inform her boss nothing. So normally in the deaf world, we immediately inform, hey, I'm deaf, I need access, and I need an interpreter, I need a note taker, whatever. I need a meeting for the meeting, whatever. But she is quiet about it. And her boss notices a little bit, okay, and understands what's going on. So it's funny. She's like, go on, go to the library, go, 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 go. Something for me, do something for me. And she goes and she meets the boy, Ray, who is deaf. And she's just like, what? And she didn't know what to say. She was just like, she ran away and left. So that part was interesting. And I'm not sure if you've like dealt with that, like if you've experienced that, like where you didn't know how to identify yourself. Like, did you identify yourself as deaf or not? Like, did you keep it like quiet? So I'm curious, did you ever like feel like Thea in that part? Yes, you, Desi. I would say I mostly immediately inform people I'm deaf, but uh, I don't know. Okay. So I have, because if you remember, my parents are a little bit, they're a hearing family. I was raised that I'm hearing with hearing aids. That was the word that they used. And so for a long time, until I really started learning ASL and I got to over to college prep and I was around other deaf people, I did not identify myself as deaf. I really didn't identify as hard of hearing. I use the word hearing impaired, and now I hate that word, or hearing with hearing aids, because that was how I was raised, and I was told that I'm not deaf because I can hear with my hearing aids. That doesn't make me hearing, right? Um, so there was one or two times I remember in middle school, we moved back to Florida and they're like, are you deaf? And I was like, no. And then I didn't respond and I just walked away. Like I just, yeah, yeah. And, and then the second time was right before college prep. And I finally said, hello, welcome, hi, Maddie. Um, I finally said, like a person asked me if I was deaf, and I didn't say deaf. I said, I just can't hear. And I used that word instead, and so they thought that I just meant that specific like sentence phrase that they were talking about, not fully, I can't hear you. So I have felt that like I didn't know how to identify myself. But I love that she goes back and she said, you're sitting on my deaf side, my deaf side. And I was like, oh. So I think she is deaf in one ear and has hearing loss in the other, maybe. And Ray's response, I will make sure I do that. Yeah, I will make that never, I will never make that mistake again. Yes. I was like, sweet. And then he later switched to the other side so he could sit on her good side. Yeah. I maybe not grew up in the same way as me or Thea. It was different. But I do have family that is not really sign. They're not involved in the deaf community. I've had my mom, oh, okay, you're deaf. What do you do? And people were like informing her, it gave a lot of information. It was an info dump. You need a cochlear, you need hearing aids, you need ASL. And she decided, okay, why not both? Hearing aids, ASL. Hearing world and deaf world. And had both. I had both. I had the deaf community that supported me in that. But with Thea, I could relate with her in some way, like feeling isolated, feeling like they didn't understand what they're going through or not understand why I can't hear. Some of the quotes she commented, it really I liked and it touched my heart, and I can share if I can find it. Okay, that's fine. I was going to make sure I didn't miss any comments. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Hi, Mandy. It's nice to meet you. So, Desi is from Definitely Novel Life, and I am KT James. We didn't introduce ourselves this time. I forgot. So she is searching for a quote from the book, but what this is Definitely Readers book. Wow, book club. We have links in our bio. You can join. It's free. It's on Fable and then also Discord. We prefer Discord. It's more conversations there because we do like normal, like if you want to have like a quick chat to like, hey, I read a different book, or I don't know. So Discord is normally where we post, but some people post both places. So every month we do one book and we break it into chapters and we discuss it on live. Oh, yes, this month is Dust, and it's a hearing author, but it has two deaf, hard of hearing characters, and that's what we focus on is either hard of hearing and deaf characters in books or deaf and hard of hearing authors. May have hearing characters, may not, just depends on the author. And that's our focus is we want to shine the light, like support those kinds of characters because we're both in the deaf community. Desi is deaf and she is signing only voice off. I am hard of hearing. I have hearing aids. I am simcomming, and I know that is a hot topic, but it's easier on here. Yeah, ignore the trolls. I am simcomming for the hearing followers and then also voice interpreting for Desi. Make it easier so everyone can understand, right? Yes, make it accessible for everyone. So at the end of the live, we might talk a little bit about like the TikTok ban, like where we're gonna like meet for a little bit. Most of the people on Discord voted for YouTube. So we need need to test YouTube. I think we have to have 50 subscribers on YouTube, or one person has to have 50 subscribers to invite another person to go to live, but it was a little bit confusing, so that's a good question. Yeah, so maybe this weekend we can test it and try it. but more people were wanting YouTube than Instagram because they don't have Instagram. So that was where we were thinking, but we'll talk about that later. Did you find the quote? Yes, I have a few. Okay, I have one, and it may be the same one that you say. So the first one I will say, this one is in chapter 1. Sorry, it disappeared. Now it appeared. I couldn't always hear a person, and people didn't like that when you don't understand them. Yeah, I could connect with that because I was like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just nod and smile, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That is deaf tendencies, deaf being. So the second quote, I fought to make sense, to understand what was going on her words, feeling the pressure not to respond immediately. And that burden for every moment. That's a good one. Like sometimes when we're chatting with hearing people or whatever, and I don't understand, and I was like, I have this little moment to respond, and I'm like, I don't want to make it awkward. What did you say? Hey, what happened? So it's a lot of pressure. Whoop. Mandy, I think I responded already, but the books that we specifically discuss on the live uh, are books that have deaf and hard of hearing characters or deaf and hard of hearing authors. So that is the focus of this book club. We do have a full list. It's on both of our websites that we have, a full like list of other books that we've not read yet, but we're trying to get a like a the sign for like running, like no, like running, like list. So like a running list, like where we make changes like all the time. It's like, yeah, it's always changing. Yeah. So if we read a book and they say they have a deaf character and it's not a good representation, we will delete that from the list. I've already done one because it was not a good representation. And if we find one that unexpectedly comes in, we add it. So with this is a new release. It just came out last month, December 3rd, because I pre-ordered it because I was so excited about it. Okay, go ahead. New quote. I have a lot, but in chapter 3, where she is talking more about her and dad and what he did, and I was just like, wow. So a few quotes from that. And if I didn't hear something her dad, he or anyone said, that was my fault. He said I need to pay more attention. I wrote that one down too because I was just like, wow. I think I said out, or I said like ouch when I was reading that because I was like, oh, that one hurt because I have experience. And then she said, were there a lot of kids like me? So that is because many of the deaf and hard of hearing kids never meet another deaf and hard of hearing kids their age. Yeah, never. Some kids are out there and they're like, they're deaf, like me, or never see deaf adults. I have a deaf and hard of hearing child who thought herself hearing, and she met me, and I was her babysitter. She had no idea about ASL. She only knew Q speech. Like, uh, she gave an example. And so I was tutoring her, like, and she was like, "Why are you signing? Why don't you just talk?" And I said, "No, you learning sign." And then she understood and she started to question and everything and said, "You're deaf. I've never seen a deaf adult. Can you grow up and still be deaf?" "Yeah, you're still going to be deaf. You're growing up." So it was really interesting to see that, to teach her how to sign, to learn sign. She was learning, and I have other deaf kids like me. I want to meet them. So I told her parents about the deaf camp. I said, "Come on," and I sponsor her, my group, and she was just like, "Is deaf, deaf, deaf?" And I just sat back and I'm like, wow, can you imagine a deaf kid never meeting other person like them? 15. 15. I was 15 before I met a deaf person that I can remember. And I was at my grandmother's church, and that was the first time that I saw sign. Never before that. So it happens still to this day. Um, so it's 2025, and I'm sure many deaf and never met and never knew or never had access. So hopefully that will change one day. Yeah, everything will be more accessible. I will say, if you remember, one of the things, like, I am working on editing my first book. I have like three that I could technically edit, but I'm working on one right now. And it's because I wanted to write more deaf and hard of hearing characters, because the one that I remember was Valley Twin book, Francine Pascal, I think the name. And it says, and it was about a deaf girl who goes to a yeah, main, main, mainstream school. Um, and one of the other girls is a coda, and she doesn't tell people because she's embarrassed about her parents being deaf, and she has to learn that it's okay to be different. She doesn't want, like, people to make fun of her parents because she sees that at, like, conferences, because she's her parents' interpreter, which is wrong, but it's what happens, right? And at the end, she helps. Anna is the girl's name who's deaf. Um, she helps, and she starts interpreting the class, because Anna is like failing because she is just missing, because the teachers, like, don't make eye contact. They're writing on the board. Anyway, the point is, yes, I read that book when I was young, and I was just like, this is not the real world. Like, there's no, like, I had not met a deaf person before I was 15. And I read that book in, like, maybe third grade. Anyway, started writing because I wanted more deaf characters. Now, like, we're finding a lot of books with deaf characters, and I love that. I love that it is becoming more accessible. There's more showing, like you can see it, and I feel like kids will have more of a connection and will be proud to be deaf and hard of hearing. Not just kids who grow up in a deaf family and in the deaf like community, but kids who grow up in the hearing world. So Hope said that the book said she met people older who had hearing loss, yes, but no one her age. Um, do you have more quotes? I have one. Um, I have a lot of quotes that I like, but if you don't want me to sign them all, that's fine. I can look on Discord. I typed them all out there. So it is broken down 1 to chapter 7. Uh, yeah, I wrote down what was touching my heart while I was reading it. And so that one. If you want to sign it, and I will voice for the quote that like really touched me. Do you mind signing it so I can say it? Yeah, it's on page 41. Mhm. So this is after she meets Ray. She goes back to work, and Louisa is like, "Hey, did you meet a person? Like, did you notice something about Ray?" Kind of thing. Um, yeah. So the part is started where it said, "I needed Louisa to understand." Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm ready. My phone to hold the page. Okay, so I needed Louisa to know for some reason. I needed her to understand. I did not have what Ray seemed to have. I did not have another language. I did not have a family, a mom, a great uncle, she has said, who understood me, who tried. Lost. I was lost. I don't know sign language. Every time, I think the sign lost was wrong. Lost. Like like the connection was lost. Is that right? Yeah. Disconnected. Yeah. Every time. I think I read that like 3 or 4 times, just like I teared up because it was hard to read that part, like that she was lost. She's like, I didn't have this sign language. So, yeah. Anyway, that part really, she was really trying to encourage her. If Louisa didn't do that, Thea would still be stuck. Yeah. Hi, Dana. That's cool that you learned ASL. Do you keep practicing? Yeah, many books are on there. We started this book club April of last year, and it's almost 1 year now. So we're still picking through and finding. hmm We have never knew about. So come and join us. Come on. Me too. Go on. What are you doing? So I want her to find a deaf mentor. So Ray seems like a mentor for her. So Hope, on Discord, you said that Amelia is sick and you asked if her dad would get help for her sister. And as soon as I read that, I was like, no, she'll be okay. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah. It's her fault. Oh, how did you feel in the group too about the girls who were friends? Really, they're bitches. Yeah. Bitches. Yeah. I'm gonna say the word. I don't I don't care. Bitch. So they're like, you lied. You didn't tell us that you were deaf. But I'm sure they knew her parents. They've met her parents. Like, why would they not understand that she was not allowed to tell people that she was supposed to hide it? Like, when you're young, you do what your parents say to do. Yeah. I don't know. I it just seemed like hypocritical to me that for a long time she was quiet and then informed them and then they're like, ew, ew. It just see it's the same girl you know. Mm. But Steph, one of the girls said, "I just thought you were a bitch." Did you read that? Did you see that part? You're ignoring me. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I ignore people not on purpose, but I have someone who's like, and I'm like, huh? Oh, are you talking to me? I'm deaf. Oh. And then they start yelling as if that could make you hear, right? I've had so many people bully me. It just seems, Thea, at first, Thea was upset, of course. She lost her friends. And but I was happy that she met the other girls, the other friends, good friends. Ellie, Ellie, Ellie Addison, a name. I can't remember. Sorry, I'm cold. Yes, you're right. So Ellie and Angie. I was just gonna say that. Ellie and Angie. Sorry. So that was, Thea said, oh, I met them and we can be weirdos together. And they had an instant connection, becoming best friends. I just read Hope's comment. Yes, you're right. Yeah. They learned it from the parents and they want to be a bitch more than they're willing to learn. Yep. Yep. So, should we theorize about what will happen next or no? So, right now, we know that she moved, her parents made them move, her dad made her move, most driest to the driest place ever. So, there's no rain, there's struggle growing crops. So, she's not in school, it's summertime. She's isolated. She met Ray, who is deaf. Maybe, possibly, he teaches her sign. Maybe that will be next. He's teaching her signs. So she started opening that world for her. So maybe since she started working at the library, she'll learn more deaf culture in the book. And then questions about everything, of course. And then after that, I don't know. I think maybe some figure out how to get the water. I don't know. Maybe it will rain. So they did talk about the pandemic, that was a part, and that was, she said that that was what started her dad, like noticing that her dad, like, did the, like, wanted to do the unschooling, and then she was bullied, and so he changed to that. They moved soon. She lost her community. So after the pandemic, okay, I was about to sneeze, yeah, but fake. Okay. Um, so after that, maybe the pandemic like caused the the drought. Maybe there's going to be fights over the water and like people. I feel like her sister is going to get sicker and something may happen with that. I do think that she learns sign and she becomes more involved in that, and maybe she'll fight her father. Yeah, maybe her dad will find out and like, what are you doing? So the community supports her. I don't know how I feel about her mom. Her mom is very passive, so she doesn't stand up for her. Maybe we'll be okay with telling people, but have to follow her husband. Yeah. So maybe, yeah. So Hope said that maybe the mom will face off with the dad. Uh, yeah, because they favor Amelia. So I don't know, like, why not support both daughters? Maybe. Um, I do think the coughing, I I think there's something behind all the dust. Like there's like a big reason. behind it. Maybe. I feel like that. Um, I want the mom to have a personality, but like right now, I don't feel like she's behind. Yeah, she's just side, background. Yeah. Um, and honestly, sometimes that's worse than like the dad. Postum, Potsum, like postpartum? Do you mean postpartum depression? I think so. So hope. Okay, this might be hopefully my family is not watching, but um, in my family, my mom makes most of the decisions about the family. Like my dad does like the religion, but my mom makes the decisions. And if my dad disagrees, nothing happens. It's what my mom wants, and that's it. So that's kind of, I feel like that's how the mom is, like in the book. Yeah. Maybe we'll see more of the mom in the story going forward. Postpartum depression. Yeah. I, you know, I feel like there's almost always one person who makes the decisions in a family, of course. Um, the responsibility can be shared, but most times there's one person who really makes the decisions. Um, Not always, but most times. So it just like I could see that the mom was not gonna do anything to disagree with the dad. That's great about your sister. I'm happy that she is trying. Hi, Heather. Hope you're okay. So the topic is dust. It's called Dust. So this author is Alison Stine. So they have two deaf characters. We're discussing chapters 1 through 7. And we're analyzing the story, the characters, and their perspectives. So there are two deaf characters that are deaf, but one never knew ASL, so she had never met someone who is deaf. And then there's another one, Ray, who is deaf. He has hearing aids, um, and he knows ASL, and they meet. I can go to sleep. So it's Christmas break vibe. It feels weird being back. I feel like we've not been live a long time, in a while. We kept like missing each other for the lives in November, yeah, because we were sick. And then December, we decided not really had a live. So we had many conflicts with Christmas that happened. So December, we had a break, but we're back. Um, and it is Dust. It has deaf characters, two deaf characters so far. So we're reading it, chapters 1 to 7. Next week, we have chapters 8 to 13. I think Heather has finished the book. I made myself stop reading. So we focus on books that have deaf or hard of hearing characters, or books that are written by deaf and hard of hearing authors. Sometimes this is written by a hearing author, but it does have deaf characters. So we're reading through and looking to see if it is accurate representation, if it is accurate deaf culture, and that kind of thing. Sometimes we get both a deaf, hard of hearing author who writes deaf, hard of hearing characters. Like last month, we read, October, we read Kelly Andrew. Yes, Whispering Dark. That she is hard of hearing. What was after that one? Talismans, Teacups, and Tryst. Now, that one is a hearing author who has a deaf son. The other one that we read, hang on one second, I'm going to get it. Yes, A Game Most Foul. She is hard of hearing. She's hard of hearing author and has a hard of hearing character. And that was good. It was interesting because I think this is the first book where the hard of hearing character doesn't sign. She had recent hearing loss and had hearing aids, and she was still learning to not hide her hearing loss. It was a very interesting perspective. I think the best we've read so far for this club and so I'm trying to remember. It has good recitation, full sign, is deaf book. What was that book? Unravel by Amelia Lookin. Callie Compton. That was a good one. So we're still picking and choosing. Did I tell you that I read recently The Silent House? You have that one. But I haven't read it. It's really good. Oh, hey, thank you. I didn't know. I had read and it didn't say that she was hard of hearing on her website, but I could be wrong. We will do more research. Yes, thank you for following, Jen. Hope answered Steph. So this one is on Amazon. Some libraries have it. It is a new release, so may have to wait. I know one of the members didn't want to join the chat tonight because they didn't have the book yet. They're waiting for their library book to come in. And Steph, hi Jen, welcome. Steph, it depends on the month. We try to give a different genre, like 2 or 3 genre choices each month, and we vote for that. Yeah. Yes. So any genre. So we give 3 choices. We do 3 days to vote. And if you voted for what you want to read, last year we read one sci-fi that was weird. It was about a death. So it was about a crew in space, and one of the person is deaf. So she works with the crew, and she's an analyst. So they find a signal in space, and as they're like, where is it coming from? Do you hear it? No. And as they go, that signal, as they get closer, was making people, it was changing their bodies, it was changing their personalities to the people who heard it. Yeah, but she didn't hear it. But she could feel it. Yeah. And she kept getting sick. And it was very interesting. Do you remember at the end, it made her hearing? The end was a little bit confusing for me. What? So it wouldn't let her try to leave right before she died. Technically, she was already dead. And honestly, at the end of the book, it mentions that the crew was dead from the first time that they heard the signal. Really, they were no longer in charge of their bodies, kind of thing. But at the end, she heard her scream for the first time, so it changed her to be hearing. I was like, oh, that was creepy. It was very different. It was very short. It was 8 chapters. Anyway, another book after that. Yes, we do read any genre. We're welcome. If it has a deaf, a hard of hearing character or a deaf, hard of hearing author, bring it on. Are we gonna do nonfiction? It depends. If it's not true biz. Um, so I have a review already on True Biz. It's if you know nothing about the deaf culture, the deaf world, it's a good book for that reason. But I struggled with the formatting of the book and all of the deaf culture like inserts. It was very, very preachy for me. But I want to try her other book. I'm curious about that. So I have a review already. Ooh, did you see that? A romance shifter book. Yeah. Tell us more. Tell us more. Do tell. So recently we found, hold on, hold, Jen, Allison, welcome. Yes, you can join our club. link is in the bios. You can join on Discord, on Fable. We typically use Discord more to talk there. It is free. We are live every Wednesday and discuss the books. So come and join and welcome. Second, I recently found a book. I added it to my list. I haven't read it yet. It's called My Deaf Mate. One second. Okay, it's a wolf. No. I'm writing it down. So it's about a werewolf. I think he is deaf. The girl is deaf. I don't know. But I saw that title and I immediately added it. No, so I was gonna say this one. So it's like hunting sirens. So the girl is deaf and she she signs. It says she signs in the book. There is part of it, it says, the first part says about deafness and using sign in the book, what it means. So it has signing, it has a deaf character. The boy is a siren who he's mute. So he doesn't sing to the deaf. So she hunts sirens and kills them because they harm humans. But she can't hear. So she's not like so she can't get hurt, right? Uh hunting sirens. Yeah, I found it on TikTok. There's always have information. Yeah. I've started it. I've not finished it yet. I got distracted with dust. Okay. Beginning fate. A side character. Which is fine. Last November's was the uncle was deaf and he was a side character. I wish he had more of the uncle. Maybe the next book, because it's part of a series. I don't know if I want to read the second book yet. Maybe. Beginning. Julie Trettle. Who is taking notes what books are mentioned tonight? I think they were mentioned at least 3. You said My Deaf Mate, and this one is Beginning Fate, Hunting Sirens. Heather. Thank you, Heather. Okay, I will stop writing them down. Anyway, any last minute things about dust that we want to talk about? It is a beautiful cover. I really like this. Thea. But I do wish the nothing grows without a fight. Ooh. Foreshadowing. She could mean fight over water. She could mean fight over love because love doesn't grow without fighting for it. I don't know. Yes, me too. I'm really invested in this story. I want to read. Yeah. Oh, we're both reading arcs. Technically, the book is released right now. It's called The Daisy Chain Reaction by AC Toy. And it has the deaf character is a side character. She's not like the main. Um, her name is Violet, and she's the sister, Violet. Um, and so far, it's really good. The only thing so far is that sign is not differentiated in the book. Like it's not italics or it says she signs, but it's not like italics or showed a little bit differently. But it does have some like deaf like slang, like champ. I don't think they did Bing. I liked that a lot. Yeah, same. Um, I think they did VV. She did 258. Like so, it's and this author is hard of hearing. So she is a hard of hearing herself. And she reached out and asked if we would read it. And so we're reading it right now. We're both reading it. But it did, and I really like it. Yeah. Okay. It released January 1st. So technically it is available now. It's on Kindle Unlimited, I think, right? Yes. It's on Kindle. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure. Um, I don't know if it has a paper. It does not have an audiobook yet. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, so we will both be doing reviews after, but if you're needing something now, so far I'm 12 chapters into it and it's a little bit that's funny. Um, I'm trying to read, but kids kept interrupting me and getting back and forth. And at first I read Dust and I finished it. It's an easy read, quick. And then I started this one and it's an easy read. And then it was slow for me because I'm like, what is gonna happen? Yes, what? Wait 1 minute. Yeah. It's kind of deep. I don't want to miss things. So it reminds me a little bit of like Mentalist, you know? Mentalist. Um, there was it was a show and it's about a very it's like it's about the mental like the mind and like mind games and that kind of thing. Yeah, that. That book is it's kind of a psychological thriller where she contacted me. She said, I have a psychological thriller kind of book. I didn't expect this. I thought like suspenseful mystery, murder mystery kind of thing. And I was like, what? Okay. So I'm really intrigued in it. I want to know what happens next. Yes, same. Um, if I had not fallen asleep on the chair last night, I probably would have like stayed awake to read it, but I like hard. Um, so you remember you sent me like Silent House. You said to read that, and I was like, it looks a little bit scary. I was planning to read that, but I got uh yeah, fascinated with My Your Blood, My Bones, remember? And then we started another book and I didn't have time. It the like what if are ifs. Yeah, Silent House. It's Now, this is a British book, so they use BSL. And so there are some things that are different. That's creepy. Um, they have a really cool, like, deaf club. And it sounds like our deaf community. So like if your area has like a big deaf like group like doing like games and like silent dinners, like we have that here. Um but they have like a clubhouse that people can go all the time and there are people there. So like yeah, like yeah, violent sinners. But no, it's like the full time, like they have a place so people can just go join and have like a beer, or kids have like deaf hangout. Yeah. Um, I did order. We recently mentioned the daisy chain reaction. So we're talking about books. Sorry. Um, that's the first one. This is a winter school, like academy suspenseful killer, like mystery. So it follows a BSL interpreter, Paige, who is a coda. Her entire family is deaf and she's hearing, and she's an interpreter. So it follows her and she becomes like involved with like trying to figure out like with the cops, and she's not supposed to do that. She's supposed to stay an interpreter only, right? Anyway, I'm curious about how they will handle that going forward. It is a hard of hearing author. Um, she was an interpreter and a deaf ed teacher in school until for like 12 years, and then she lost her hearing. Um, anyway, I may have gotten, I, um, one's a house. This is a lantern and a burning house. So I bought them. I like how this holding in the hands. Yeah. So I got them from thrift books. It's online, like used cheap like discount store. So altogether, it was like $10 for 3 books. Um, but yeah, I actually put a pause on my Kindle Unlimited for a little bit because I have a lot of physical books I need to read. Anyway, um, but yeah, did we answer? So is all the questions for if you join the Discord, we will add all the books we mentioned tonight. And then honestly, I did add the Daisy chain reaction to my list, but I've not added the other ones yet. I forgot, so I will add to the list. I need to add mine. I need to update mine too. I have a few more I found on Kindle Unlimited and add the Effie's book. Yes. So Effie LaRue, um, she's reading that one next. I have so many to catch up on. And released it December, end of November. The Magic Thief and the Whispering Heath. I think that one's on Kindle Unlimited too. I feel like it was on Kindle Unlimited. Yeah. Anyway, we will we'll type it out so that you can see it on Discord, but also we'll add it to the book list that we have. Lots of books. I feel like we're trying to catch up because we took a break for almost a month of not doing lives, but that does bring up the topic of what happens next. So right now the ban is going to be in place January 19th. Now, two things. One, it doesn't remove TikTok from your phone, just doesn't update. So you can get on TikTok on your phone. From my understanding and trying to figure out what will happen, it just won't update, which, that may cause problems, right? The vote on Discord was to move to YouTube. I'm trying to make sure I'm right. I need to review it again. I was looking at it yesterday, and it says I can go live on YouTube on my computer and invite a person, but on like the app, I have to have 50 subscribers, or Desi has to have 50 subscribers on YouTube, or both of us is better, but one person has to have 50 subscribers before we can go live on the app. I think I'm around 30 right now, so if you've not subscribed, go to both of ours. It's linked in my bio, and I think it's linked in yours too, right, Desi? I don't think I have my YouTube on my bio. I will change that soon. Okay. Okay. So you can go subscribe to mine. I can invite Desi to join the live on YouTube. Probably will practice this weekend, and if something happens, we can at least, it said I can use the computer first. I just need to make sure my connection is good enough, because we'll have to see. Does that make my computer is a little bit touchy. It's like freezing. So maybe it's just my camera is making it bad. I don't know. So I'll have to try it again. We'll see. If it fails, technically we can move to Instagram, but I will probably do it where we have the Definitely Readers at the top, do 2 lives and mute the Definitely Readers Instagram, because when it's just us two, it's not side by side, and it's hard to see the signs. But if there's 3, we can move it. We might have to. We're working on it. We will figure it out, and we will let you guys know on all of our social medias. Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Discord, Fable. We will let you know. We will share. But in the meantime, if it is banned, go ahead and follow us on Instagram. So it is banned. We need more. Where can you find it? We'll announce it. We'll update you on Instagram for sure. Yes, yes. It's so interesting because I'm not wait, already. Oh, that's true, Heather. So, and the problem with the VPN is that I don't have it on my phone or my iPad. It's on my computer, and I can't go live on my computer, I guess. So it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really curious about how they're going to manage all of that. But at the end of the day, you do agree. You agree to your phone like policies, rules. So your phone at any time can delete things. You agree to that when you use your phone. So they could delete TikTok automatically. Ooh, I need to save my data. I just remembered that. Hope, same. Both of us have found like special communities here. And it's hard because like Instagram's not the same. So I have book talk, deaf talk, writer talk, and I was really fascinated with interesting. A lot of deaf creators. Yeah, I have followed them all the places, and I'm hoping the communities will still continue on, but it's not going to be the same. Um, I did hear about an app that is hopefully coming soon. It's called Neptune. Um, we'll see. That's supposed to be similar to TikTok. I don't know. A comment from me. I have to go soon. I am really tired. VPN calls funny. So, this is the Definitely Readers merch. We we have it right now. It's on Signs and Stories shop, but it's probably gonna move to the Definitely Readers website. The merch that's specific. So you can go there. The link is in my bio. But we have it, yep. And it says read books. Mine's in the dryer. I was washing it today. Yeah, I was trying to remember to have it on for the club. Yeah. Oh, you have the Stars Hollow, right? From Gilmore Girls. That's cute. Yeah. We also have stickers and bookmarks. I don't know where mine are. Oh, my favorite one is this one. It's a book review. You can write on it and then you can put it in the book. And that one says, just a girl who loves books. And there's some cards, some stickers, some bracelets, that kind of thing. And then all the Definitely Readers specific clothes and stickers and pens will be moving to the definitelyreaders.com soon. And she's showing you the cards. So. Um, oh, there's the stickers, the Definitely Readers. Yeah. So my cup, that's my favorite. I love that sticker. Desi, I tried to see if they could like embroider. That says I saw the sign, then it's finger spelled. I need more books, and then it has a ghost reading. And then the typewriter that was drawn from my typewriter that I have that I used. This one's funny. This is deaf. This is deaf humor. It says, I'm deaf, but also I'm reading, so I'm ignoring you. I actually like the feel of this one. It's thicker than the others. Oh, really? This one's really thin, and this one's a little bit thicker. I'm curious if it's because that one is specifically like vinyl and the other one is like pixie, maybe? Oh, is there two? No, that's funny. A little bit thicker. There's a little bit thinner. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Um, oh, and that's a tattoo. Yeah, it's a temporary tattoo. And I just love books. Yes, I have more stickers coming soon. One says books are my love language, and it has a book stack with I love you. And then I have another one coming soon. It says, I don't remember. It'll arrive on Wednesday tomorrow. Stickers, bookmarks, bags. Oh, yeah, it says definitely readers. I use that for my library books. Um, pouches. I don't have one. Yeah. Oh, pens. Pens. Yeah. I could do an incentive if we get to 50 subscribers on YouTube. Incentive, a giveaway. Um, I have this happy reading mug. I have a green one that was supposed to be a Christmas gift and it didn't arrive in time. Maybe. I'll think about that. We'll see. Yeah. So you can go to the shop now. Um, you still have discount or I think there's the welcome discount. It's in Discord. There is a Discord discount. I think it's read and sign. If you're on Discord, I will add one tonight. Um, so if you go to Discord tonight, you'll see one that I will add there. I can't remember. Like, so I will add a discount tonight for all the Definitely Readers people. Ooh, um, so Hope, I am almost done with a new one. Uh, so that has a hearing aid here, but I guess I can take it out. So Mm-hmm. I changed the color because the cream was a little bit different. So, so I'm almost done with that one. Yes, yes. Uh, it is not here. Oh. So I was working on this in December. Yeah. So obviously, the colors can change to whatever you want. You don't have to do the purple or the blue. I did that because they're my favorite colors and they're the colors of the club, right? So, how many will you cross stitch at a time? Thank you. Do I work on at one time, or how many will I have like in stock? So, so if someone wants custom order, it's a pre-order. Yeah. I my plan is not to keep these in stock. They'll just all be custom because I just if they don't I don't want to keep them here if they're not gonna like be available. And Desi has some cute um, wristlets. Um, don't forget you have PDFs. Yes. So yeah, and the PDFs are what'd you say? So I have the read books design and PDF. I have this one will be soon. I have the I love you with the book, that one. The sticker with the I love you with the book. Hi, she. Hi. And I love you with flowers. All of those have PDFs. And then some of them have like in stock already done. Um, but most of it is just PDFs if you guys want me to make it, I can. But if you want to make it yourself, you can just download that. Go shop. Yes, long time no see. Yeah. Ooh, I need to do that. My lips are dry. Just dry right there. And Cupid bow. But so, if it's not anything last minute, we'll soon be closing for tonight. It's almost 10:15, right? 10:20 for me. Oh. Oh, it was a long one. Yeah. So she is yes, we're reading Dust. If TikTok is banned, right now the plan is to go to YouTube. My name is the same there. Desi's is too. Uh, that is the plan right now. And if YouTube does not work out because I need more subscribers, we'll move it to Instagram for now and then move when we can. But all information will be updated on all the social media, like, and Discord. Yeah, we'll update Discord too. Yes. So, Dust. Chapters 8 through 13 is next week, which is the 16th. So, we will have at least one more TikTok live, right? The 16th is next week. I think, I'm not sure. I don't know. It seems to start the discussions on the 10th. No, the ban starts the 19th. They're discussing it January 10th. That's Friday. Friday, yeah. But we will have TikTok for sure on the 16th. And maybe we can test before that on YouTube, Desi, if you're free. Well, we could test it on YouTube on Wednesday night and see if it works and then move to TikTok. Like try it. Maybe test it this weekend and see. That's fine. Yep, I can do that. We'll just do a smooth transition. If not, then we will just, yeah, we'll be a whirlwind. But anyways, we'll figure it out. I'm not going to worry about it. I will update you on Instagram and Discord. Just go ahead and follow us there. And as a backup, yeah. I do think it's funny. And it's because I didn't use Instagram for a long time. It's just, it's wild how many more followers we both have on TikTok than Instagram. It's fine. We'll ride at the dawn. We ride in at the dawn. Like dawn? Okay. Yeah. Don't close TikTok. Okay. To protest. Okay. Okay. I know. I'm on a struggle bus with that. It's fine. Okay. So we will see you guys next week, I guess. Ooh, maybe do we want to test it on Saturday or Sunday? Maybe Sunday. We can talk about that. That's fine. Just let me know. We're having bad weather Friday here. Heather's in, yeah, she has snow. So all of you who live in the snow, you're probably like, oh, poo poo. And us, because we live in Alabama and we barely have any snow. And our man said, Friday we'll have snow. So everyone is like, oh no, go get milk, eggs, bread. I'm one of those people, don't judge. So we're not prepared for snow. Well, so we're having ice. We're having ice on Friday. And the thing, and what people in the north don't remember about people in the south, we don't have like salt like on our roads. So driving is dangerous because we don't have like the chains for our car. We don't have ice on the roads, so we get black ice. But a lot of country roads they never get sun. And so you're driving on it and it's frozen. And I live in a very rural area. In your house, the driveway is, yeah. But anyways, the schools are already closed for Friday. Um, it better snow. Come on, come on, come on. My husband has asked if we can go to his parents' house because they will get snow more than we will here, 8 inches. So yeah, so we're planning to drive tomorrow night. The kids don't know yet, and go so they can hopefully see some snow. That's awesome. Yes, winter mix, snow, ice, and freezing rain. Yep. Yeah. I have my Kindle charged. I'm gonna read. Got my blanket. Got my heating blanket too. I lost my Kindle. Oh, it's here. Got my Kindle. I forgot. I have my stickers. And into a book I go to lose my mind and find my soul. I love that saying. This one. Yeah. And Doctor Who. Okay, we're gonna go. It's late. Um, but anyway, I hope you all. Oh yeah, her Kindle. Oh, you need stickers. I have some extra Doctor Who stickers that I bought if you want, or some book stickers if you want them. I have a lot. Maybe clear. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week, chapters 8 to 13. Wednesday for sure will be on TikTok for Dust, and then maybe a surprise live this weekend testing out YouTube. Yeah. And we've missed you guys. I really have. So, okay. Well, happy reading and happy Wednesday, and keep safe and keep warm. Okay. Bye. Good night.